Hello everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome. My name is Carrie. I'm here from Skinchanted Spa in Peekskill, New York. I'm gonna do a little tutorial on some makeup today, some summer looks to help with your mask wearing. So wanted to give a huge shout out first and foremost to Dobbs Ferry High School graduates 2020 class. Congratulations, summer is here, you're done. I know it kind of didn't go as you had expected, but I'm really impressed to see all the innovation and all the celebrating and the proms and the dropping off the caps and gowns and everything. So congratulations, and this is for you guys. So I want to jump in, get started here. So we're gonna prep the skin. First and foremost, I am an esthetician at Skinchanted Spa. I care about skin health first and foremost. So wearing our sunscreen and keeping hydrated is my most important things. So we're gonna touch on both of those. I have the rose mist water here. This is just gonna gently mist and hydrate my skin and kind of get it prepped for the playing field. Fix my little bang. Okay, so now that we're hydrated, this is also a really great setting spray. I use it on my people for event makeups, for weddings, for proms. So this just kind of sets everything in place, but also hydrates your skin beforehand. You can use whatever rose mist water that you have. This one is Hylunia, and that's what I carry at Skinchanted. I like that there's no alcohol in Hylunia products, but if you have something rose mist, usually hydrating, which is good. So we've got some facial day lotion here, SPF 15. The number one reason for prematurely aged skin is sun damage. So wear your sunscreen, especially this summer. We do not want the craziest tan lines with the masks, foreheads getting burnt, the whole nine. We want everyone's skin to stay healthy, look good, have the nice glow with that. So I did a little pea-size amount here of some day lotion with some sunscreen in it. And I've got some MAC Studio Water Weight. It's an SPF foundation. It's got 30 in it. I never rely on makeup to have sunscreen in it because it can wear, obviously. But this stuff is pretty good and pretty light. We're gonna make our own tinted moisturizer today. So whatever moisturizer you've got, this one has a little bit of a tint already. This is close to my foundation color, and I'm only doing one little drop in there. And I am a believer in using your hands. We can always wash our hands later, but this will kind of give you a little bit more even coverage. Give you some sunscreen. I'll even put it on my lids. I prep my entire face, and I even go into my hairline. Just make sure that if you blend it, we don't want any pigment in your hair. So get all in there. Always go up on the skin. My Skinchanted clients know all about this. We always want to pull the skin up, never down. We do not want to cause premature wrinkles. So, okay, I'm pretty blended in there. And if you can see, this is very light coverage. If you had some problem areas, I have one friend that wrote on my Skinchanted page today. She said, how do I cover up blemishes? Everyone's breaking out like crazy right now. We're kind of eating the wrong things, drinking maybe the wrong things. So I wanted to touch base on pale skin, how you cover up. If you have a big red pimple, yellows will cut that. So I don't really have any blemishes right now, thanks Hylunia. But I think I have a couple little scars here and there. So if you want to cover up that with some yellow, that'll work out. If you have a darker skin tone, darker complexion, you would want to use the opposite of the color wheel. So for dark skin, it would be reds, and for light skin, for the red marks, it would be yellows. So that will help you. Any future estheticians out there, holla! Okay. So I've got some MAC Studio Fix loose powder right now, so I would just press that in. This is not like a translucent powder. You know, you guys all bake. I know that you're in the generation of baking. This isn't that. This is still a foundation concealer. So I'm just gonna kind of do my jawline here because that seems to be my problem area, all those hormones. And if you want to kind of press into your nose area, under your eye area, that's okay. We're going for a really light look today because I don't want everyone to feel heavy and yucky under these masks. Taking off the mask, you really don't want to have makeup on the inside. It's very embarrassing when you take off your mask to be able to eat or live or whatever. So nice light dewy look for nice even coverage. So just did our foundation and our moisturizer. I'm going to do a little brow now. So the cool thing about these masks is that you really can play up the eyes. So it's kind of always been about the eyes, especially in your more recent years. I do feel for you guys. If you are teenage years, you kind of got into makeup as the contour took over. So in the industry, I kind of know that this is a trend. We've done simpler makeup, we've done more vibrant makeup, we've done thinner eyebrows, white eyeliner, everything. So right now it's kind of a heavier, really defining that cheekbone area. I kind of want to give you a simpler look because I think that it's definitely pays to be able to you know, do simple at home, especially for the summertime. So just gonna kind of brush into my brow a little bit, kind of get them a little less unruly. And I know that some of you are probably bugging out because you don't have your brow lady. So to let you know, grow in those brows, make them nice and thick right now, and then color them in. That would be my trick because that's what I'm personally doing. I've got a couple little patches here and there, so I'm just gonna blend into that. And I wanna show you products that you can use more than one way. I really kind of thought about today's tutorial in the simplest way. I know that you guys have YouTube, sensations and Instagram people that you can follow for the really crazy, really awesome makeup, but why not do a little bit different today? So I just put a little bit of water on my eyeshadow palette and I'm gonna wet a slanted brush. This is an edged slanted brush, if you can see that. And I'm gonna wet it because I'm going to take some eyeshadow. A little bit of, I've got really, really dark hair, so I'm gonna go 2 shades lighter, which would be this medium brown. And I'm going to brush into my eyebrow to fill it in a little bit. Do I have an eyebrow pencil? Yes, I do. Do I wanna use it today? I don't. Why not? Why not use what you've got? Make it nice and easy for yourself. Again in there, the slanted angled brush. Feather-like motions. You really don't want this to look like a Sharpie. Less is more in makeup. I am a firm believer that I want to see your skin. I want to see skin health. And when people do a lot of heavy cakey makeup, it's cool, but one raindrop falls and your contour gets destroyed. I understand the baking aspect of it, but you guys know what I mean. We want it to be functional this summer. Functional, fun, and fast. 3 Fs. Okay, these eyebrows look pretty good, nice and blended here. And I'm going to use a little setting gel. This is a MAC setting brow gel. Any like clear eyeliner, clear mascara would probably also do it, but my eyebrows tend to get a little unruly, and since I haven't really been tweezing or trimming them like crazy, I just want them to stay in place. Set it and forget it. Okay. Brows are done. On to the next step. Okay, so next step, I'm going to do some eyeshadow. So this is a paint pot. MAC makes those really cool paint pots that kind of stick to your eye a little bit easier. So since this is going to be an at-home version, use your hands as much as you want. Cross-contamination doesn't matter when it's your own product. This is my personal makeup, so I'm not dipping into the Skinchanted makeup, just want to let you guys know. So a little swirl on the fingertip there is all you need. And play onto that eyelash. I like to even go up beyond the lash line into the crease line, because when I go to put my powder contour color in there, which is going to be just like a nice light medium brown, I like it to kind of stick and adhere. The paint pot's really cool because it kind of stays onto your skin for like many hours without moving, especially if you're sweaty. So that's kind of a nice little trick here. Just cleaning out the sparkles from the little well in my eyes. So as you can see, I kind of went up into that crease line. Feel free to blend once you're in there with a secondary color. So I've got a fluffy little brush here. I'm going to, again, take that. We use this for the brow color. I'm going to take that brown, that medium brown, and kind of fluff into the crease there. Nice and fluffy. Just a little dab will do you, especially with MAC. Any high pigment color, less is more. And then the less blending you'll have to do, which is nice. So this is a cool esthetician makeup artist trick. If you have, you can truly use anything, but if you have like a piece of plastic or paper or something you really want to define that edge in there, set yourself up for success. Half the makeup will go on that, and you can get a nice clean line that way. And I always go into the corner of my eye and go up. That's also a cool trick for if you're doing the cat eye look. Today I'm not going to do that because I just think that hot days, sweaty, you're kind of going on your face all the time. We don't want makeup to get all smeared all over your face. If you get thrown into a pool or if you jump in by yourself, consent is always good. We don't want it to be, you know, dripping off of your face. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to use a lighter color again with my fluffy brush. Just cleaned it off on a little towel here. I'm going to do a lighter color from my brow bone, and then if you kind of went up too high in your darker color, feel free to blend in there with that lighter color. It's very, very forgiving that way. Going into the brow bone, going a little down, blend, 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 blend on the outer edge. Maybe I messed up a little bit there, no worries. And then I think that this is kind of Makeup 101 to put a nice light color into the corner of the eye there. See on my mirror, looking pretty good, pretty natural, looking nice. Okay, cool. A little bit of a smoke, a little sultry eye for the summer, but not too heavy, not too much product. A lot of people think, whenever I have my brides come in, they say, I don't want a lot of makeup. And I think what they mean by that, and we talk about it, is that they don't want the impression that they are wearing a lot of makeup. However, we do need to layer and build up so it lasts all day. The appeal to this look is that you're not using a lot of makeup and it'll last all day, and you're using many different things for the same result. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of bronzer right now on my cheeks because yes, I grew up in the era of the bronzer. Not everything has to be contoured. I'm gonna go on the little apple part of my cheeks, kind of go up into my hairline a little bit, just a little dash there. And the cool thing about this, when you use kind of a shimmery bronzer, it makes your cheek look awesome, but then also go back in there with that fluffy brush and marry the two. Put a little bit on top. Browns are browns, reds are reds. You know, if you're using a blush that you absolutely love and you want to put it on lip color, do it. Do a little bit of gloss and put some pigment in there, smush it together, it'd be great. Okay, skin's looking pretty good. I'm going to use some mascara now. I have two different kinds here. So the Extreme False Lash Extreme Black is my favorite. It's not too heavy, it's not too dramatic, but it curls up to make them look like they're falsies. I've got the Hot and Naughty 2 Black. This stuff really plays up. It's kind of a dual, which is neat. So this is kind of your daytime look on the top, if you can see that. And then put it back in there for a nighttime look. This is so cool. It's a mega brush. So that's for really a lot of thick makeup. Again, if I were going to a pool party and there was a possibility that I was gonna swim, I would get either of these in the waterproof version, but today I know for sure I'm not going to swim. So I'm going to use just my regular falsy black, oops. And looking up, getting all those little lashes. It's fun to make funny faces when you're doing your mascara. You know, makeup is an expression of yourself. If you feel like you want to express yourself through your art of your makeup, do it, go right ahead. But also don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel. You know, statement pieces, a lot happens when you just pop one color and makes, you know, your skin look really, really flawless, and you could just have fun with it. Makeup back in the day was made to just look like you had nothing on and you naturally looked that good. I feel like the trends are so much fun to get so creative and artistic, but don't feel like you're trapped in there. You know, you can always do a timeless look as well. So I am a fan of the bottom lash line getting some mascara, but if you have very small eyes and you want them to look really, really big, minimize that. Black makes things look smaller. If you have huge eyes and you kind of get a little self-conscious about it, line them on the top, line them on the bottom. You can even line your eye on the inside of done that before for brides, to really give that dramatic dark look. That's totally awesome. For me, I have pretty small eyes, but pretty long lashes, so I want to play that up. Another cool trick, if you want to make your eyes appear larger, if they are very, very small, white eyeliner on the inside of your eye. I do that a lot with my brides. It just catches that light so perfectly. Totally awesome. Another trick, say I wanted to use that brown eyeshadow again as liner, you can do that. You take your slanted brush again, put a little bit of water. I'm gonna put a little bit of water on my palette. Get the brush just a little wet. You can dab as well. And if you go into your lash line, put it on there, you can hardly even see it, and then you can smudge it with a Q-tip. If you messed up, no worries, you can just smudge it right in, but that's a cool trick too. I'm doing kind of less today, but you know, have so much fun with it. It's awesome. Okay, so we've done that. Okay, we're just flying along. So I'm going to do a little lipstick. This is D for Danger, MAC Matte Lipstick. So if you want to make lip stain stay when it's not even a stain at all, you can line your lips with a little lip liner. Let me slide over and get my lip liner. Here we go. I have a red or I have a nude. Whatever you've got is fine. You want to make sure that they're clean though, sanitized, that nobody else used them. So I'm going to line my lip. The other day I posted, it was a totally cool secret of how to do your lip more full. So if you really wanted to go in there with the lip line and kind of go over where your lip goes, that's cool too. There's a lot of YouTubes. If you follow Skinchanted Spa on Instagram, you'll be able to follow my stories. I post some pretty cool stuff, so. And what is the point of a lip liner? It makes the red not bleed through, which is important, especially when you're sweating. I actually saw it once. I like to line the lip and then I go in and color it a little bit to make the matte lipstick adhere a little bit better. But I saw once on this makeup tutorial that a Mac Pro was doing, she kind of made a big X in her lip on the top and on the bottom. That was pretty cool, and when she put the lipstick on, you couldn't even see it. So whatever, have fun with it. Okay, so I've got my D is for Danger matte red lipstick. Smush it all over, and then I always go boop. Make sure everything is in those clean edges. Since we lined our lips, we really don't have much to worry about. And then I like to blot. Blot. So that is the look for today. I feel a little retro. I feel a little cute. I feel like I have some makeup on, but not too much that it would come off in my mask. I can wear my mask and nobody would even know that I have these red lips until it's time to eat, so. So if you want it to look even more matte, that's where you can get that Bake translucent powder and kind of press into your lips with a little bit of, I'm going to use this little fan brush, just a tiny bit of product in there. And that's really going to make them look matte. If not, you can always put a little chapstick over it or lip gloss, whatever you've got. But this is kind of set now for the day, so there won't be any movement under my mask. So I feel like I'm set for the outside world. Looking good, nice and mild makeup, not anything crazy. And I have my sunscreen on all the way. You can even put sunscreen on your ears and all the way up your neck, on your décolleté as well. Keep yourself nice and protected. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping in. Again, congratulations to the class of 2020 Dobbs Ferry graduates. You guys are awesome, and I hope that you celebrate big and safe. Be well. Those are my tips. Thanks. Bye.